Unless this is the Proaim Spinhawk. Proaim sent this out to me to use and review. I very much appreciate that. So far, it's been a lot of fun. I've used it on a couple of shoots. The Spinhawk is a Dutch head, which, as you can see, lets you spin a camera around endlessly till your arms fall off. This thing holds up to 88 pounds. It's pretty much any camera you can get your hands on. This thing will hold it. And it's made of high-grade CNC aluminum. Everything looks to be put together. Materials are good. The build quality is good. Everything fits. I haven't noticed any loose and jiggly bits yet. And the spin action, which is the most important thing for this, the spin action is smooth. It's smooth, it's predictable. I spent just a little bit of time practicing with it, and it's pretty easy to get the hang of it. It's very controllable. The Spinhawk comes in a wheeled flat case, which protects the thing and makes it a little easier to roll around. It comes in three main pieces, the base and the spinning part, and then the top and bottom pieces to hold your camera. I use this top piece to balance this thing so that whenever you spin it, it's not top or bottom heavy, makes it easier to control. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, but I found that works for me. Because all of my cameras have dovetail mounts, I just permanently keep a dovetail plate on here. Easy, it makes it easier to move my cameras on and off. And this thing has mounting points all over it, like literally all over. There's mounting points everywhere. There's a bunch of 1/4-20s and a bunch of 3/8s. And it comes with 4 of the 3/8 screws. It also comes with a little kind of a rod mount. So if your camera doesn't have rods on it, you can use that for matte boxes and focus motors and stuff like that. You can mount this thing. I've mostly been putting it on either the orbiter and directly on the ground, or putting it on like the Proaim Toro stand. If you have a heavy tripod and a really heavy fluid head, you could put this on the fluid head, like an O'Connor or something. You can also put this on a dolly, a Dana dolly, a doorway dolly, Fisher dolly, Panther dolly, something like that. Add another degree of motion to your shots. So this thing's fun. It's you can get creative with it. Now, to control your spin, you use the wheel in the back. It's a hand crank, kind of shaped like a gear, but the cogs help you keep your grip on this thing, and that's how you control the spin. Control the speed of the spin, the amount of the spin, the exact motion of the spin. Control it all with the wheel. It has a handle that comes out as well, which, depending on how you are spinning it, could come in handy. You can also lock the angle in place if you just need like a Dutch angle shot. There's screws on either side that lock the angle in place. The Spinhawk is sort of a specialty tool. You're probably not going to be running around using a Dutch head for shots all day, every day. But if you have that specific use case, that specific scene and shot that you need a barrel roll for, the Spinhawk is a good option, especially if you're using a heavy camera. There's other ways to do barrel rolls and get Dutch angles. But the thing is, with a gimbal, you're limited by the motor power and that sort of mechanical nature of the movement. The Spinhawk will give you that human touch to your barrel rolls. You can get creative with it. It's very controllable. You can control sort of the exact type of spin that you want, the exact type of roll that you want. So that's the gist of the Proaim Spinhawk. It lets you spin a camera, a heavy camera, around in a really controlled way. Gives it that bit of a human touch. So thank you, Proaim, for sending me this. Really glad to have this in my kit. I'll be using this every chance I get. Get funky with it.